Hey, what's going on? In this video, I want to talk to you about based on my travels over the past 6 to 8 years that I've been traveling and speaking on stages across North America, Europe, some in Africa as well. What have I noticed about coaches and consultants and people who have built successful businesses based on their expertise? What are the two things that most successful people have? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. The real question is this: as a business, as an investor, as someone whose success lies in getting in front of the right people, people who will do business with us, how do we break through obscurity? How do we break through the noise? How do we showcase our message, our opportunities, and our offers in front of the right people? That is the question, and this show has the answer. My name is Raza Aziz. Welcome to The Bold Entrepreneur. Okay, so listen. I'll just give you a bit of a backstory on this. My journey started really back in 2013, and I remember at that time I had gotten excited about building my own coaching business, and I wanted to work with new entrepreneurs. I had just worked with a new realtor and helped him improve his sales, and I got very excited about it. So I remember I was sitting in a coffee shop with a friend of mine and I shared with him, I said, dude, this is my framework that I am using and I want to be a coach for new entrepreneurs. I was very excited. He turns around to me. He's like, dude, that's awesome. You should write a book. I'm like, no, no, I don't want to write a book. He's like, no, shut up, come with me. And he dragged me to a seminar over the weekend. And this was where the idea was born of really not only just writing a book, but I absolutely fell in love with the speaker there. And the way he was speaking, the way he was educating, the way he was inserting humor and inspiring and selling at the same time. And I'm like, I remember I turned to my friend and I said to him, I said, I wonder if I can do this, right? Speak in front of an audience, one to many, instead of doing one-on-one work and all of that stuff. So that's where the idea was born. So, anyways, fast forward about a year and a couple of months from there, I was in front of a crowd and speaking to my first ever audience. I was expecting like 60 people there, and I think over 120 people showed up. And it was just absolutely amazing. And that's what launched my speaking career. Now, over time, as I've had the opportunity to speak on many stages, I've spoken on stages at conferences like Get Motivated. The gentleman T. Harvecker, his stage is The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, I think it is. And I spoke on his stage as well. Spoke all over North America, Europe and all of the wonderful places. But there's an observation that I made. I was just making some notes for somebody, and I noticed that this day and age, right now, the economy is really great for people to build expertise-based businesses. I'm sure if you're watching this, you have had a thought or you are already some sort of a consultant or a self-employed professional and you've had success in your arena. There was a gentleman that I was talking to. He is in the real estate industry and he has done great in real estate. So he wanted to go and build a business on helping real estate agents sell more, sell efficiently and have still more time. And he had a framework that he used for himself and he wanted to build a business off that. So that's a great idea. So what have I noticed about people who are successful, who are building, 7, 8 figure businesses in expertise based businesses in this space? So the two things that they have, number one is I wrote this down over here. So one of the things that they have is everyone has a book, right? They have a published book. Now, I remember initially when my friend had told me many moons ago that I ought to write a book, I didn't really think about it. I'm like, I don't want to write a book. I'm not an author. I haven't never thought about it. I'm not a writer. Nobody in my family is a writer and all of that stuff. So, but when I went to this workshop, I was given this idea that you don't write a book just for the sake of writing a book, but use it as a business tool. See, when you present yourself as an author and you hand your book to somebody, it changes their perception of you, right? So it's not so much, I remember somebody saying, somebody was telling a story, and this particular organization only hired like Harvard graduates or something like that. And I remember this gentleman who was telling the story. He said to them, "Is like, what's the big deal about Harvard? Like, why are you just hiring people over there? You know, there are better education out there than just the Harvard education." That was the story. I might be butchering it. But what the other organization said was really key. He's like, we don't care about the education at Harvard. What we care about is what the person went through to get to the other side of graduating and getting that certificate. Is what that person went through. How did they have, what kind of skills did they learn? All of that stuff. It wasn't just about the education. So sometimes when you are an author, it's not just about what you're putting in there. Of course, you want to put good stuff in there. And we can talk about that in another video of what is the framework of writing a book. But it's really about taking, it's like the journey of going through becoming an author. And it's a really personal journey. This is something that will stay long after I'm gone. The book is going to exist. And that's one of the things that I've noticed, that a lot of the authors, a lot of people who have built their coaching and consulting businesses, they're experts, or they're even landing in front of organizations and speaking at their chamber of commerces or on stages around the country, is they have a book, right? So that's piece number one. Number two is, based on the book, they have some sort of an offer that they can direct people to, right? So this can be referred to as an evergreen offer. Evergreen offer simply means like it's something that is existing on an ongoing basis. It's a bit of an introductory offer into your world. And when you're speaking and you're giving away your book, you can talk about your offer, direct people to it, and people will be able to consume that offer. Now, what is that second thing? What is this offer? Generally speaking, that is some sort of an online course based off of the book, right? So let's just say that you've already gone on a journey of writing a book. Do you have a course based on the book, right? So each chapter of your book serves as a module. And we can talk about it in another video, how to structure the course and all of that stuff. But I want to give you the objective behind it. You see, when people hear about you through your social media presence or through your speaking, they are going to Google you, right? They're going to Google you. So social media aspect and making sure that you're present on Google is another aspect. And again, we'll talk about that in another video. But when they come to your website, where do they go? Where can they pay you? Where can they come closer to you? And this is where evergreen offers come into play. And the point of the course, point of the front end course, is really to help your audience solve a specific problem. It's not the full thing. Like, let's just say that I can help, I'm helping people, I'm helping coaches and consultants and expert businesses build their 7-figure business, but that's not the course that I would put at the front end, right? I may put a course right at the front end. It's like how to get your book done within the next 30 days, right? By the way, if you're interested in that, hit me up. I'll send you information on that. But that is something small, right? Something small that can be consumed, and it's priced in a way that doesn't raise too many barriers between you and your new customer that is coming into your infrastructure, right? So you want to make sure that not only do you have the book, but you also have a course based off of the book. And then from there, there's a whole, system that you can put in place and really help you build out a 7-figure business as well. Okay, so these are the two things that I want to make sure that I highlight for you, and hope this was of value to you. And of course, if you like this video and you want me to put other videos like this, then smash that subscribe button. Did I just say smash? Yes. Subscribe button, and I'll be sure to put out this content more. Okay. Have a good one. Thanks so much for being here.